to Sunday and give offering, because somehow I asked myself the question, how is it that most pastors expect their members to always give offering from Monday to Friday
We use our
when they don't give
receipts.
them the chance to go to
go to work.
work? Like, it makes no
I'm
sense.
failing to understand that faith without work is vanity. And
You are
so,
wasting your time.
yeah.
See, I don't speak English. You are wasting your time.
I'm wasting-
That's just it. Faith without works is just classic
your
time
wasting
Yeah.
wastage.
time, yeah.
That's just it. Anyway, talk to us this morning. How are you feeling? What are you up to? Where are you listening to us from this morning? The phone lines are open 0809 4444058. I'll take that again 0809 4444058. You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, and we'll take it right here on the show. We're going back to the music right now. Time check is 53 minutes past hour of 7. When we come back, we're moving straight to the the second rather segment of the show, which is the weather focus segment. This is Man I Need by Olivia Din. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it.
Where you look, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Where you look, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Yeah. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about me and you?
6 minutes past hour of 7, and it's still the Morning Bus Show right here on Unico Radio International, 103.5 FM Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. Right now, we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the weather focus segment. And like I said earlier, today is the third day in the month of August 2026. Don't worry, I'll get used to August with time. Now, a generally cloudy day is expected across Calabar with occasional rain in the morning because becoming steadier later in the day. Temperatures will remain cool to warm, making it a typical rainy season day. Carrying an umbrella is advisable if you'll be outdoors. Now, in the morning from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., temperature will range from 23 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. The weather conditions, we have cloudy with light occasional showers. The rain chance will be around 40 to 60%. The advisory for the morning is if you're heading to work, school, or the market, leave a little earlier in case of wet roads. Now, in the afternoon from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., temperature will range from 27 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. The weather conditions, we have overcast with rain becoming more persistent. The rain chance will be around 60 to 80%. The tip for the afternoon is outdoor activities may be interrupted by rainfall. Keep rain gear handy and drive carefully on slippery roads. Now, in the evening, from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., temperature will range from 23 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius. The weather conditions is mostly cloudy with lingering showers gradually easing later at night. The rain chance is around 40 to 60%. The tip for the evening is expect damp conditions in some parts of the city. If you're commuting, allow extra travel time. Now, the summary for the day: temperature will range from 23 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. The overall rain chance is moderate to high, around 60 to 80% during the afternoon. The general advisory is keep an umbrella or raincoat with you throughout the day and watch out for waterlogged roads in flood prone areas. And there you have it. That is the weather focus for you this morning. Ensure that you plan your day accordingly. Go out to the raincoat, to the rain boots, umbrellas, very important, just in case the rain comes. You know that you're protected. You don't need to run helter skelter. You know
Yeah.
that you can just pull out your umbrella and go about your businesses as usual.
Like I always say, you don't have to forget to notice all the runabouts close to you, just so that you'll be able to,
What
like
about get
I was
shit?
just coming somewhere, and then this particular boat driver, I knew this person didn't order this particular boat driver. So the guy just stopped because I think there was a sound in the car. So he passed and then stopped and then opened his bonnet and then was trying to check up one or two. And before you know it, this particular woman, this is a woman, this is not a lady, this is not a girl, this is a woman. And he was just pleading for a help. Meanwhile, you even have an umbrella, and the distance you're going is not even far. So I think at this point in time, this
I
is
would
August.
rather chew glass, I would rather chew denim than ask somebody for a ride. I said it here and I
A lot of things
stand by
came through my
it.
mind, and this tinted. What if it just and I just along the way I just feel like, well, this is probably one of the gifts that God has given to this gender, because trust
If
me,
you offer me
a
to
lot
give
of
me a
men
ride,
will never ever seek for such
Something.
a help. Yeah,
but I
something.
barely see men do. That's fact. I barely see men ask for rides. It's always women. Okay, now take a look at a Unicorn main gate towards
Okay.
opposites where you have the shuttle park.
Yeah.
You see women standing there, not because they are waiting for somebody. They're just waiting for the next. Please help me. Whenever I see them do the thing, I'm like, are you
It's not only
serious?
women.
I only
that
I
are
see
there.
women there. Oh. I see
stand-
most.
Out
I
of
stand
10.
to represent my gender. It's not only women that
No,
are there.
now,
Men are
let's
also.
I
not
don't
bring
see
this
men
debate.
there.
Let's not bring this
It's not.
debate
Men
It's
are
not
also
even a
there.
not
debate.
there.
And
It's
let's-
not there.
Let's not
You see,
dis-
please help.
See,
And when the person is
see.
about to climb the speed bump, you see them running. Please help me. I'm like, are you serious? Instead of walking, I would rather walk from here to 8 miles than ask anybody to give me a lift.
Oh, please.
As what?
Oh, it's not. Don't
Did I put
generalize.
fuel in your car?
Don't generalize it. Me, I will not beg for a ride.
Say Sharon
Okay.
will not beg. Say it like
But
that.
I will. Sharon will not beg for
But
a
there are
ride.
people out there right now listening to us.
Because
eh?
Tomsi said, that's one thing that what's one gift that God has given my gender. It's not
Have you ever
every day.
have you ever seen a man ask for a ride?
Have I ever seen a man?
Yes. Where did you see the man?
I was inside the private vehicle and he was like, "Oh God, if you drop me for here."
Private vehicle.
How did you enter the
Private
private?
vehicle is
Where were you going?
my uncle's car, my father's car. Now private, not private vehicle. That.
Okay.
Uncle's car, father's car. Okay,
Now,
cool.
private vehicle.
Let's
That's
leave it
Yeah,
at
uncle's
that.
car, father's car at the same
You
time.
have won.
Love it. Anyway, please, to save yourself embarrassment
men also beg for right from women. So
Okay.
let's not do this
From
thing
women.
that
From
That's
women.
another.
From
That's
women.
another.
Yeah, if it is from men,
It happen.
if it's from men, I will
we
agree with you.
may-
But
we
women,
may
it did not
actually
happen.
accept-
Ha!
It didn't
See,
happen.
you will see it. Don't worry.
It didn't happen.
You will see.
It didn't happen.
Okay, what about the men that actually packed and said, tell the woman, hop in, all in the name of toasting the babe?
That's what I'm
It's
saying. If
a
somebody
mission now.
offers to give you a ride, that's fine. But you begging and running after a car and asking somebody to give you is embarrassing.
Running after a car is wild.
Wait, wait, let's be honest here. Go
We need to
to
go there
main
today.
gates, right?
Eh.
Opposite the shots where they always
Yeah,
hang
yeah,
banners.
yeah.
You see them standing in line. Not that they are waiting for a particular vehicle though. Maybe a shot, nothing. Because they don't want to pay 150 naira to their location, they'll wait there. Oh God, please now help me. I help your sister.
See,
And when
See,
and you know there's a speed bump there.
it's not
when
just
the
to drag
when the
them.
vehicle wants to, climb the speed bump, there's a little delay.
Yeah,
They'll use the
it's
opportunity
not
to
to
run.
drag them.
I
See,
would drag
see,
them.
instead of dragging them just like that,
Mhm.
carry money and then
When you
share
see
for
them, you
them.
share for them, Abi.
Tell
The
them
salary
to
that
go
they
and
are
take
earning,
shuttle.
the salary that they are earning, they used to come and share for me, Abi.
It's not enough.
Rather. The salary that they are earning, they come and share it to me, Abi.
Not enough.
Anyway, to avoid embarrassment, just carry your umbrella.
Yeah.
If the rain is too heavy for the umbrella,
Carry
just
umbrella,
wait
they
it
waka.
out somewhere. When the rain, abates, you can now carry yourself respectfully with pride and dignity
Yep.
to your house. Anyway, that's much can take on the weather focus segment. So going back to the music. When we come back, we're moving straight to the exchange rate segment right here on the show. This is The Door by Teddy Swims. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. Teddy Swims. It's still the morning bus show right here on Unical Radio International 103.5 FM Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. And right now we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the exchange rate segment. And Opie Thompson will take us through that segment of the show. So Thompson, let's have it.
Okay, so once again, welcome to the a segment of the Morning Bond Show where we talk about our finances. We talk about those of us who are actually into import and exporters, the importers. Okay, so first we start with the Danish crown. Don't forget that just one Danish crown is costing Nigeria so much money, 208 naira, and then once West African CFA is costing Nigeria 2 naira, and then one Saudi Riyal is costing Nigeria 363 naira, and then one Japanese yen is costing Nigeria 8 naira. Just one Chinese yuan is costing Nigeria 2 naira, and then just one South African rand is costing Nigeria 81 naira, and then just one euro is costing Nigeria 1,571 naira, and then one pound sterling is costing Nigeria 1,835 naira. Just one Swiss francs is costing Nigeria 1,687 naira, and then one US dollar is costing Nigeria 1,361 naira. That's pretty much what we're doing from the exchange rate segment.
All right, thank you very much, Thompson. We're going back to the music right now. When we come back, we're moving straight to the national holiday segment right here on the Morning Bus Show. This is As It Was by Harry Styles. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. As It Was by Harry Styles. Welcome back from that short music break. Time check is 10 minutes past the hour of 8, and you're still tuned into Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment. 360, we love to call it a do infotainment. And right now, we're moving straight to the next segment of the Morning Bus Show, and that is the national holiday segment. Like I said earlier, today is the third day in the month of August 2026. The first national holiday we have is National Friendship Day. National Friendship Day. Now, this day is set aside to celebrate your friends. You know, for those of you that have friends, because I've come to realize that we live in a time where people think it is a flex
Be
not to
isolated.
have friends. They
Yeah.
say, I don't have friends. Somebody said something. I went to buy, I can't remember what I went to buy at the market. So she was having a conversation with another person, and she was like, I don't have friends, so me, I don't get friends. So my friend, now this is my business, what they do. I'm like, as much as I understand you, right? I get where you're coming from, but it's really not the best because
Yeah.
somebody said something. Your nets, how did they even say? Your network is your net worth. Right.
Mm.
The people you network with, the people that you're friends with, you associate with, are the people that will determine how your life will turn out. Jana Mary said something the other day when she was in the studio. She said that she doesn't make friends with people that do not benefit her, people that do not add value to her life,
Mm.
because the kind of friends that you make, the kind of friends that you keep is very important. It will determine how your life will actually turn out. Like they say, show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are.
Yeah. So
But they did not say um somebody was trying to make that comparison. When it is a thief, let's say, show me your friend, I'll tell you who you are. That means you're a thief. But if your friend is a billionaire, you are not a billionaire. But when your friend is a thief, you're a thief. Show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. If your friend is a thief and you show people your friend, they say you're a thief. But if your friend is a billionaire and you show people who your friend is, they don't think that you're a
Although
billionaire.
something really sparks my interest in what you said about that dynamic research said
Mm.
she can't be friends with people that don't add value to her life.
Mm.
But now there are some friends that you don't know how they are still friends with you.
Mm.
Like you guys are on the same thinking level. They are more they're more learning from you.
Mm.
So would you say you cut out those set of individuals? And then also, if I'm friends with you because I want you to add value to my life, does it actually make me a genuine friend, or I just have something to give from you?
Now, let me start from the first question.
Yeah.
You don't cut them off because for you to be adding something to their own lives, there's somebody else adding something to your life. So you're being refilled to feel, if that makes sense. But in the case where there's nobody adding anything to your life and all you're just doing is giving,
Given.
you'll run out. So if there's another source refilling you, you cannot run out because you're giving to another person. Now, your second question is, does that make you a genuine friend? I believe that friendship should be symbiotic. I'm getting something from you, you're getting something from me. It doesn't mean it has to be materialistic or it has to be through resources or something. It can be emotional support. It can be a prayer partner. It could be somebody who you can literally talk to and the person listens to you. When people say add something to my life, I think people misunderstand and misconstrue that sentence. It doesn't mean that the person is giving you money or giving you clients or giving you opportunities. Maybe the person is a good listener. Maybe the person is good with advice. Maybe the person is an emotional support. There are an array of things that people can add to your life. It doesn't always have to be something materialistic.
Okay,
So I hope that answers your question.
But it's
I
more
think-
like what I wanted to like say was, are you friends with the person because of what you get from the person, or because of who the person is? That's the point.
How would you know what you can get from the person if you're not friends with the person for who the person is first? It's a process. If you see somebody and the person has money, like I want to be friends with this person, you're an opportunist. But if you genuinely like somebody and with time you realize that, oh, this is what this person brings to my life. This person brings me peace. This person brings me, emotional support. This person brings me maybe money. This person brings something. That's the process. But when you just see somebody, this person, you roll with the top dogs. I want to be friends with you. You're an opportunist. That's just you you're not being friends with the
People
person
like
because you
that-
genuinely like the person. It's
people
because
like
of
that
what you
need
can
to
get from the
think.
person.
People like that need to think about themselves, because it doesn't work on some people. It's what I want to let people know, because people be like, I took advantage of you at some point in time.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's a time I was friends with one particular girl in school, and my mom was very, very pissed off with me because she knows me as this person that would give. Like, I would literally, there are some things I would condone. I didn't have boundaries then in secondary school, so I would condone some things. I would go all out to help you, to be that person. That's how I am. And then the girl wasn't giving it back. She was more of enjoying from it. Okay, I would go to your house, and our houses were almost in the same street. I would go to your house when you're not feeling fine and everything. Okay, one day I didn't come to school. They asked you where I was. You couldn't say anything. You couldn't even come to visit me and stuff like that. So my mom didn't like the girl because of the fact that my mom referred to her as crafty. Thought that she was not, a forthcoming person in terms of the friendship. And even when they asked her who her friends were, my name wasn't mentioned.
Then you were not
in
friends
it.
with her. You were friends with her, but she was not friends with you.
Exactly, that's the thing.
That
But
thing they really
then,
say you're friends with some. Is your friend aware that you're friends with them? Like, is the relationship symbiotic?
But
Are we friends with each other, or
the
I'm
thing
just
is
friends
that
with you?
I didn't even force myself. That's the funny thing, because most of the times I would stay one place and she would approach me. So I was not like, okay, so what's your point in this instance? So my mom was trying to like say that she was taking advantage of me in that way. And then I saw it from a different perspective. I want to be that person. This is not, you're not forcing me to be that person. You're not forcing me to give you money. Right? Because me, I know that if you ask me for money, and I don't want to give you, there's nothing you want to do that will make me give it to you. And then you will rate me as stingy or whatever. But I would want to give friendship or love because I want to, not because they're taking advantage of me. And that's what she did not
thing
understand.
is, I believe some people don't have that orientation. That
Yeah.
some people are just genuinely good people. Some people are just genuine givers, not because you're crafty, not because you're cunning, not because you are smart, not because you're taking advantage of them. They are doing whatever they are doing because they want to.
And
Some
you
people
better
grew up
hold
in
those
love.
friends tight, because at some point in time they will just naturally drift away from you
Mm.
Okay, so
naturally.
I think for me, I've listened to you guys mainly, and a lot of things is coming through my mind. During my year one back then, I knew I had a friend, and then first semester I had a friend. Second semester I didn't have any friend till I finished school. Now, for
That's
those
something I
of
did not
you,
care about in
yeah,
university.
for those of
Friends,
you who are
never.
for those of you who are in hostel, we have friends when you finish cooking. Yeah, you have friends when you're done cooking and
You
all
need
of
to
that.
describe what
And then
friends
for
are,
those of
bro.
you
No, thing is,
who actually have
let him
friends
finish.
as church members,
Mhm.
those are your friends in church. For those of you who have friends in politics, those are your friends in politics. For those of you who are doing business, genuinely, those persons who are cheating you, they are not your friends, they are your enemies. Okay, so those persons who are in the same platform with you, the same level of negotiations, and you both agree, those are your friends. Okay,
So
for
somebody said
whatever friends
something.
you have.
Mm.
Okay,
Somebody said something. Toke Makinwa said something a few years ago, and I completely relate to that. She
Okay.
said, you cannot call everybody your friend.
simple.
She said, take a box, take like 10 boxes,
Okay.
right? And label those boxes. Now, label those boxes according to your needs as a person.
Mm.
Let's say a spiritual need, emotional need, financial need, this. Now, when you pick up each box, who do you think about?
Okay.
Work need. If I pick up a box, right, and the box is labeled work needs or work body, work party, who am I thinking about? Let's say I'm thinking about Sharon. I know that whenever it's work related, I can disturb Sharon, but I cannot burden Sharon with my spiritual life. I cannot burden Sharon with my financial responsibilities. I pick up my spiritual box. Who can I think of? Thompson. I know that whenever I'm feeling down spiritually or I need somebody to talk to about my spiritual life, I can run to Thompson, not
Yeah.
Sharon. Right. So
Okay.
I'm not burdening one person with
One
a lot
person.
of things. I have
Yeah.
people for different things. When you live your life like that, right, you realize that it's easier.
But you can't call everyone a friend. Is the
That-
point? The point is that I feel like the
Everybody
friends.
could be your friend, but
No,
everybody could not be your friend.
Exactly. Anyone can be your friend, but not everybody. But my point is,
what I was saying was about the, should I say boundaries, or should I say just describing the dynamic, yes,
my point
of
is
certain
that
relationship? Because I feel like some people have friends and they don't know why they're friends with this person or
Yeah.
what this person adds to their life. So when you define the dynamic
your
that you
friend
share
is,
with
yeah.
this person,
So today we're
it's
celebrating
easier.
all of
but
you.
my
It's
point
easier.
my point is that we shouldn't be throwing friends
I think
around.
I think it's just a convenient word.
it's
Somebody
not,
works
it's not
with
supposed to be
you,
thrown
my
around like
friend.
that.
Somebody's your coursemate, my friend. Somebody lives in the same street with you, my friend. Somebody goes to the same church with you. Are we afraid to call somebody an acquaintance?
Because
Are you afraid to call somebody a church
okay,
member?
I'm getting to know you. You're not my friend yet. You're my acquaintance. I'm still getting to know you. I work with you because
You're my
chill at some point in
co-worker.
time. You're my co-worker. I go to church with you. We talk when
my
we come to
church
church.
member.
I'm my church member.
We walk on the street together.
You are my neighbor. I work with you. If we're not friends, okay, we're in university together. We go to the same classes and everything. We
You're my
talk. We
coursemate.
send. You are my coursemate. Do you
And
understand?
the thing is,
Let's
I
be
think-
finding
I
things.
think people fail to understand that if you take out the common ground, there's nothing to talk about. Let's say we are course-mates. Take out school. What else are we talking about? Nothing. Take out work. What else are we talking
Okay,
about?
business
Nothing.
partners also. We can
Take out the business. We are
not
not having any
talking.
business being
Do you
together.
understand? So I feel like we should not throw friends around, like the word friendship around, because it means it's so much deeper than what we are making it out to be. Okay, I'm your friend. The next thing now here is a male friend, female, all those male besties, female
There's something
besties, kind of
that my
nonsense.
parents or my siblings used to do. Is somebody with me, that your friend? Wait. I don't know. Whenever somebody says your friend, there's this thing that just activates in me because I need to be sure
I was walking
of who
with
you're calling
I
my
was walking
friend.
with somebody, and he introduced me to his guy. He was like, "How far?" And my female friend read this. I looked at him. I can't control my facial expression. I will keep quiet, but you see, my facial expression will show you that when did we reach that level? Because we just met, I think, last week or so. And before I call you my friend,
It means you must have gone through all the process.
and I have a
Saturday
small
was,
circle of friends.
Yeah, on
and I
Saturday
know
was,
who they are.
The girlfriends day, right?
Yeah.
A lot of things actually happen. I don't want to share what happened in the street and many places. I've
Let's
visited
just stay in
before.
the friend
Let's
circle.
stay-
Let's
Yeah,
be in
because,
that ring.
we're talking about friends here. So your male friend is your Be friends. Your female friend is your female friend. Just like we said, okay, take away that key thing that really binds us as friends per se that you claim to be.
And
It
there's
means
nothing.
there is nothing. So, but friendship goes beyond those certain
Yeah.
things, okay? So friendship translates to the reality that you face. Can you call this person when you're in dire need? Can this person come for you when you need the person most? So those are those persons who are so dear to your heart.
Not be
There's
only in
something.
need
There's
now.
something. There's something I always use
Not
to
be only in need now.
define,
So
Yeah,
define
it need could not just
genuine.
be financially. See, it's just that these days in Nigeria, the moment somebody just send you a DM, hello, I need the
Can
help.
I
The
can I
first
ask
thing
you?
is, can I ask for a help?
Can I
Can I ask for a
ask
favor?
a favor?
It's
And
always a
it's
favor. I don't know why
financial.
it's not always miracle. It's
When
always
I
favor.
tell somebody, can I ask for a favor, right? I would type everything I want to type.
Immediately.
So you will not think I
Don't
want to
keep
beg you for
anybody in
money.
suspense.
No. Please. Can I ask for a favor? Please
Yeah.
subscribe to my channel. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not a
the
big.
day I did that thing,
It's not a big
I
deal.
said, "Can I ask for a favor?" The person said, "I don't have money." And I'm like, "Who they ask you for money?
How
Who
much
they
do you
ask
even
you?"
have?
See,
And that's
the
why
thing
they are
my
done
friends know
favors
about
for
me is
money.
that before I ask for money, you know that I am in dire need of it. Like I am actually in need. That the thing is urgent for me to ask you for money because and they know and they'll just give because they know that okay, I'm the one that normally gives out.
from that short music break. Time check is 30 minutes past the hour of 8, and it's still the morning bus show right here on Unico Radio International, 103.5 FM Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. And right now, we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the health and wellness segment. And today, Sharon has something special for us on that segment of the show. So, Sharon, let's have it.
Okay, on today's segment, we're going to be talking on the health benefits of watermelon. Now, watermelon, the biological name is botanical name, excuse me, is Citrulus lanatus. It is one of the most refreshing fruits.
Citrus lanasus.
Citrulus lanatus.
Citrus
Underline the two of them.
lanatus.
Anyways, it's one of
I
the
thought
most
you moved
refreshing
from I thought you
fruits.
moved from political science to agriculture.
I am just pronouncing that
do
in
agriculture.
Okon Lagos tongue.
Now you sabi.
Okay,
Hi, Jesus.
Pronounce it in Yakor tongue.
pronounce it again.
Citrulus lanatus. I can't believe I'm
It's-
pronouncing it for you.
It's little
I
now.
cannot believe it
Citrus
myself.
Pineapple.
God, I beg. It is
Let's
one of the most
shortcut.
refreshing fruits and an excellent addition to a healthy diet. Composed of over 90% of water, it is naturally low in calories and rich in essential nutrients such as vitamins A and C, potassium, also lycopene and citrulline. These nutrients work together to support various aspects of health, from hydration to heart health. Watermelon is made up of about 92% of water, making it an excellent fruit for staying hydrated.
Share with
Adequate
your cocoa drink
hydration.
water.
Mm?
Share with your cocoa drink water and
This
rest.
one are different refined water.
Okay.
Adequate hydration is essential for regular body temperature, transporting nutrients, supporting digestion, and maintaining healthy kidney function. Those people that don't drink water, why? Like, why do you not want to just take at least one glass of water a day? One glass of water is even still going
It's
to
not
lead to
it's not
dehydration.
adequate.
Exactly. So please,
One
as much
glass
as
of
possible,
water,
take
of water
water.
is just less than 75 cl now. So
And you need more
it's
than
very
that.
small. And you need more than that, even if it's 10 liters or 20 liters.
There's water
I'm not saying you. There's water
intoxication.
intoxication actually.
Just so you know.
Something. And that's
No,
one
we are
of the
not
things.
saying per hour or per minute now.
No, that's one of the things that they even used as torture in the
Mm.
medieval times. If water intoxication, it was a torture
Ah,
device.
okay.
Well, anyways, that's by the way. It also supports heart health. Watermelon contains lycopene, citrulline, and potassium, all of which contribute to cardiovascular health. Lycopene helps protect blood vessels from oxidative damage. Citrulline may improve blood flow by increasing nitric oxide production. Pardon me. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure by balancing sodium levels in the body. It is also rich in powerful antioxidants. Watermelon is an excellent source of antioxidants, including lycopene, vitamin C, and beta carotene. These compounds protect cells from free radical damage, helping reduce inflammation and lowering the risk of chronic disease such as heart disease and certain cancers. It also aids muscle recovery. The amino acid citrulline, naturally found in watermelon, may help reduce muscle soreness after exercise and improve physical performance by enhancing blood circulation. It also improves skin health. So vitamin C supports the production of collagen, a protein that keeps the skin firm and promotes wound healing. Vitamin A also helps maintain healthy skin cells, while the fruit's high water content helps keep the skin hydrated. It also protects the eyes too. Watermelon provides vitamin A and beta carotene, and we all know that vitamin A is known for better eye health. Now, these nutrients are very essential in maintaining healthy vision. These may also help reduce the risk of age-related eye conditions. They also support healthy digestion. Its high water content and dietary fiber help food move more easily through the digestive tract, promoting regular bowel movements and reducing the risk of constipation. It also helps in weight management. Because watermelon is low in calories but high in water, it creates a feeling of fullness without adding many calories. It's a healthy alternative to many sugary snacks and desserts. It also strengthens the immune system. Watermelon is a good source of vitamin C, which supports the body's immune defenses by helping white blood cells fight infections and promoting faster healing. It may help reduce inflammation also. The antioxidants in watermelon, particularly lycopene and vitamin C, help combat inflammation and oxidative stress, which are linked to many chronic diseases. Now, healthy ways to enjoy a watermelon. You can eat it fresh as a snack. You could also blend it with smoothies or fresh juice, which is one I would actually prefer because I don't like chewing that thing. I think it's actually has one weird taste. But I prefer blending the smoothie or like making it to a fresh juice without added sugar. Add to fruits or vegetable salad. Freeze the watermelon cubes for a refreshing treat. Also pair it with healthy proteins such as yogurt or nuts for a balanced snack. Watermelon is more than a delicious summer fruit. Its rich supply of water, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants makes it beneficial for hydration, heart health, digestion, skin, eyes, immunity, and overall well being. Including watermelon as part of a balanced diet is a simple and enjoyable way to support good health. So, as much as possible, indulge yourself in a very nice slice of watermelon. If you
Nice.
cannot chew it, you can
Nice.
blend it
I,
into
I
juice.
love chewing. Like if I get a watermelon, I
The
used
white
to
side.
scrub the white side just a little so that I can get a good wash, and then after that, I can chew the seed, chew
They said
the
also
red
chewing the
part,
seed is actually
and
very
chew
beneficial
the
too.
skin. Everything I can eat everything, and then top granite on top, and then I'll just relax. You see, joy no be here. Oh.
Oh my god. Mine is like literally very silent at
Lost.
Anyway,
this
it's
point in
okay.
time. Is it that you don't like the fruit or the fruit has given you trauma before or
It's not
what's
that it
it?
has given me trauma. I don't like it. It's just that
It's just there.
it's bland. Like it's so
I thought
bland.
they said the right
I
one
would
now.
just drink water. That's why I said like if you're made up of 92% of water, what is now the other 8%? No, 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 no. Wait now.
The
What
eight
is the other
percent, the
8%?
8% is the natural sugars or the whole nutrients inside the fruits now.
You
uh
don't say.
They also say this seed is actually very very beneficial, but I'll bring you that one later on different on other subsequent health and wellness segments. But yes, indulge
If
yourself
I
in
see a
watermelon.
seed of watermelon in maybe fruit salad or smoothie,
I'm bringing it out actually. I
I
can't
will
chew that
sue
thing,
you.
but oh well.
I will sue you
When
for
I was
everything that you own.
when I
I
was
will
little, I
sue
had an
you.
uncle that would chew everything, like the way Thompson is saying,
Yeah,
and consume everything. And
everything.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's very nice.
my mom usually just cuts the one that she feels like is. My mom
Is it
picks
hygienic though?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when you wash
no,
properly.
I don't think it is
No,
because you go to the market, you buy let's say a slice of watermelon. You don't know the water that was used to wash the watermelon. You don't know what the condition that the watermelon was
no.
washed
Who
in.
says no?
You
We're going to come back and wash it again
usually
now.
A slice
like you buy
Yes.
that thing and then come back like
You
eat
come
it
back
and,
and
like that.
wash
and
it. You
wash
No,
a
can't
no, no. I
slice.
don't eat it
you
like
can't
that.
eat it like that too. Do you normally think
Hold
some of
on.
us eat it like that?
Hold on, hold on, hold
Do
on,
people
hold on.
eat it like that?
Hold on, like you buy watermelon, it's you've wrapped it. I'm not talking about a whole watermelon, a slice of watermelon, and you
Yes.
wash it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, actually, like it's in Lagos. I think they should put it in that nylon, white nylon. So my
hmm,
mom would bring it back home. My mom usually buys a big bowl, sha, but like she brings it back home and washes the thing,
hmm,
and then helps us pick out the seed and
hmm,
cuts the thing properly and gives it to us in bowls to eat. Ah, God,
hmm.
I miss the way my mom used to serve us food as well. But anyways, yeah, she will cut the reddish parts, the parts that have tastes more,
Mm.
and give us to eat. We don't actually we wash it, you know. Can't eat it like
Wow.
that too.
At the end
Ha.
of the day, right, I will just
If
drink water
if
and
I'm
rest
buying, they
because
have one.
you cannot be 92% water and still going through water. God have mercy upon us.
If I'm buying, they have ones from the market. What I do
Why are you
is
always against my segment?
I put off
Whatever.
the
Eh, fine.
wait now.
Hmm.
I put off the back, just lightly. I have to trim it out very lightly. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Then rinse it before I eat though. But if I buy the full one, I used to use back of knife
Yes,
to scrub the
yes.
back very well, so I can chew that back. The skin it's very lovely. In fact, that is the sweetest part of watermelon, not actually the
The
inside.
green
Yeah,
is
the
the
green part
sweetest
of it.
part.
Yeah.
It is very.
Okay, before we, become crazier than we are right now, we're going back to the music. When we come back, we're moving straight to the people and culture segment right here on the Morning Bus Show on Unico Radio International, 103.5 FM Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. I'll leave it in the hands of BTS. This one says Dynamite. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it.
So much as I head to you, like the river flows, walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide open, life tastes so sweet. It's in these moments where all I know is coming into focus, and now I see. It's in these moments. It's in these moments.
Break time check is 42 minutes past hour of 8, and it's still the morning watch show right here on Unico Radio International 103.5 FM Calabar across River State, Nigeria. And right now we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the people and culture segment. On this segment of the show, we teach you about people, culture in Nigeria, Cross River State, and Africa at large. And today, Sharon has something special for us in that segment of the show. So Sharon, take it away.
Hello once again. So based on popular demand, they said I should stay in Calabar first before I go to Edo and Benin. The gentlemen know who I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm going to be talking on the history
Queen
and
Idia.
well, they have very nice cultures now.
We don't.
Jeez, I'm
we,
trying
we
to
don't.
diversify here.
Diversify.
Thank you.
Think
Anyways,
Cross River.
you guys know the inside joke when we get to conversation of the day. But that's by the way. They're talking about the history and origin of the old Residency Museum Calabar. Now, the first time I got to Calabar, and I had time to explore because I did waka, they go where I never sabi. So I was walking towards I was trying to do for where Finger Park was because I had seen it in a lot of magazines and all. And I was like, no, I'm in Calabar by myself now. Let me look for where it is. And so I walked far and boom, I saw a museum, a residency museum. And it was when I was there when before it was painted.
Residency, Finger Park.
It's around
Okay.
that region.
Yeah, but it's kind of far past.
It's not that far. You can walk.
Like when you say you were looking for Finger Park.
Yeah, when I found Finger Park and I walked.
Okay, I thought you found that before Finger Park because that's
No,
like the end of the road.
So, anyways, I think I saw it before they painted it, before they even made the adjustments they're making today. And I wasn't allowed free entry because they said it was not open yet. And I think what they told me was that it's that they're trying to look for more funding from the government and people, and they want to make this place like a museum. They want to revive the museum. I think then, and I'm seeing progressive, growth. I think then it was the past administration, yeah, that I think when that place didn't have as much publicity as it does now. But right now, I think I'm seeing it. I'm seeing people are doing more events and everything. But we're going to
I
talk
was
on the
there
history.
recently, and it's actually it's a place to be, right? I think they have better funding now and more
Yeah.
visibility.
Kudos to them, actually. Thank God for them. Now, we're just talking on the origin, why that house is there, why that is called the Old Residency Museum, and why it is situated at that place. Because when you stand in front of that place, you will see water. The wide range of water. Now, the Old Residency Museum in Calabar, Cross River State, is one of Nigeria's oldest and most historically significant colonial buildings. Originally constructed in 1884 as a government house, the Old Residency, it served as the official residence and administrative headquarters of British colonial officials in the Oil Rivers Protectorate, the Niger Coast Protectorate, and later the Protectorate of Southern Nigeria. The building was prefabricated in Glasgow, Scotland by the British firm W. McFarlane and Co. Limited. It was manufactured in sections and shipped by sea to Calabar and assembled on Government Consular Hill, overlooking the Calabar River. That's why I said when you stand there, you will see the huge body of water. Now, its elevated position allowed colonial administrators to supervise commercial and political activities in one of Britain's most important trading posts in West Africa. I would actually implore you to visit Beach Market Access. You will know that you would see some old buildings, some buildings that they're supposed to, like, renew and make it better, so that when the tourist guides usually come, they will tell them, okay, this is where this place was. It has been renovated to show you how the buildings that were there in the colonial period and stuff like that. Walking towards that place, I'd actually implore you to visit Beach Market. Actually, you see some old buildings there. I think there's one of FAO as a building there. There are also some port companies that their buildings are also there too.
We have Nipos there.
Exactly, yeah. So during the late 19th century, Calabar was a major center of British administration and international trade. The old residency became the seat of colonial government, where British officials directed political affairs, negotiated treaties with local rulers, and administered territories that later became part of modern Nigeria. Before the colonial administration moved to Lagos in the early 20th century, the building stood at the heart of British governance in southern Nigeria. Following Nigeria's independence in 1960, the building ceased to function as a government residence. It served briefly as a ministerial guest house and later housed government offices. In 1959, it was officially declared a national monument because of its historical and architectural importance. After restoration by the National Commission of Museums and Monuments (NCMM) in 1986, it was opened as the Old Residency Museum. Now, today, the museum preserves the history and cultural heritage of Calabar and the Cross River State region. Its galleries contain archaeological discoveries from southeastern Nigeria, traditional Efik, Ejagam, Bekwara, and other Cross River cultural artifacts, colonial era documents, photographs, and administrative records, exhibits on the transatlantic slave trade and Calabar's role as a major slave port, historic furniture, musical instruments, and personal belongings from the colonial period. The old residency is regarded as one of Nigeria's finest surviving examples of 19th century colonial architecture. Built largely from imported Scandinavian red pine and cast iron, its prefabricated design has enabled it to withstand Calabar's humid tropical climate for well over a century, making it an important monument of architectural conservation. Today, the Old Residency Museum is both a tourist attraction and an educational center. If you want it to be that, because there's people that just go and take pictures, they don't even know where they are, they don't know the significance of where they are standing. It tells the story of Calabar's role in commerce, colonial administration, Christian missionary activity, and transatlantic slave trade. As one of Nigeria's oldest museums, it remains an invaluable repository of the nation's colonial and cultural history, attracting researchers, students, historians, and visitors from around the world. Old Residency Museum is somewhere that you should actually go and visit because it has a lot of things that you can learn from. I think I entered there, I looked around, they allowed me to look around the building. But now, if you go
There was
there
no
again,
curator.
exactly. Now you can, when you go now, you have a full-on tourist guide, and they would ask you to pay for it before you can even check the premises. There, I saw a bell. There's a write up there's a write up beside it. I also saw the phone booth.
Southern Protectorate
yeah.
thingy.
I saw the phone booth too.
Mm.
I saw there's this
First
post box.
motorbike.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I saw a post box. I think so. A mailbox. Sorry, a mailbox. That's the ones you see in Britain. Like now, when you browse a mailbox in Britain, you see it like that. The phone booths, the way it is, the way it is in Britain, the UK, that's the way you will see them there. I also saw the style of the building. It's actually something that is very, very intriguing. It's not like your normal conventional Nigerian building. It has this ancient feel, this historical feel. You just have to go and visit the Residency Museum. There's also the replication of the Ecom monolith. Is at that place too. When you
No, it's not a
stand,
replication. It's actually the actual. There's one There's one.
It's not a replication.
No, it's not. One of it is not a replication. One of it's actual. It's the actual monolith.
Wow.
Yeah. It was discovered by somebody. I think it was discovered at around the airport's axis. That's where what the curator told me was it was discovered around that axis that somebody, forgotten the man's name, but the man's name is there in the at the museum. That he was traveling, and there was a construction going on there, and he just wanted to check out the construction before heading out to, I think he was going to Lagos by air, and he saw the monolith and he cancelled his flight and took the monolith, and I think he gave it to the government, something, 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 but it's actually a real monolith.
Yeah, actually, I will go back.
Go this time
I'll go
around.
back
Let the
and
curator take you round so he can tell you everything in detail.
because I think the mistake I made, or when I say the unfortunate thing was that when I went there the first time, it was at the past administration where there was not even hope of reviving the museum. But then this new administration, there was a lot of funding from it. I mean, they are still growing, but I mean, it was better than the way it was before. It wasn't even painted then. But yes, you have to
Last
visit
time that
the
we
old
went there, I
Renaissance
think that was like
museum.
2 years ago. They did not have power. Like, there was no light. But now, whenever you go there and you're ready to, take a tour, you turn on the generator and there's light.
And there are also a lot of people that sell a lot of things, a lot of African business. The place is actually, getting its life back, and it shows how ancient Calabar is, how beautifully ancient
And it
Calabar is.
also shows that the governments are also listening to us because, one, we've said that we shouldn't wait until it is carnival period before people can come and enjoy and also learn, what actually makes us the nation's paradise and
Yeah.
what actually give us that right to our heritage, our pride. Not forgetting the fact that these are things that had made us who we are today, and this is things that made a lot of persons even up to today. I just have a message from a friend saying, "Hey, I would love to be in Calabar this carnival to also come and see," because a lot of persons have talked about this, and you guys keep talking about Calabar and all of that. That she really and
Monday, 3rd August 2026. Good morning, Calabar, and welcome to News Flash on Unicar Radio International 103.5 FM Calabar. My name is Albert Keller. Here are the top headlines of the hour. We begin in campus news as Unical SUG debunks rumors of EDC examination and releases official ENT 312 schedule. On the state news, Cross River State approves $1.075 billion and 70 billion naira PPP project to drive industrialization. And now on the national scene, the federal government launches 365 million naira student research grant, the largest in Nigeria. Away from Nigeria's, Burnham pledges to be relentless in curbing small boat crossings. And now, in entertainment and lifestyle news, we will tell you the two housemates that Biggie has confirmed that cannot win 160 million naira grand prize. And lastly, in sports news, Nigeria finished 7th with 24 medals and emerges Africa's best at the just concluded Commonwealth Games. Details of all of this news and more coming up this afternoon by 1 p.m. on Unicar Radio International 103.5 FM Calabar. If you have news reports from your area hostels, department and faculties, do well to call our news hotline on 0809 444 4058. You can also follow us on all social media handles on Facebook. We are Unicar Radio International. On Instagram, TikTok, and X, we are Unicar Radio. Listen to us anywhere around the world online at unicarem.net. And remember, as Malabite, Malabresses, and Crossevariants, we are known for reasonable action. My name is Albert Keller. Many thanks for listening. Do well to stay tuned for the rest of the morning buzz with Vine Henshaw, Obi Thompson, and Sharon. Good morning.
Unicool 103.5 FM, bringing to you entertainment, infotainment, and edutainment all round the clock with profound, trusted, and reliable hosts. Stay posted by tuning on to your radio 103.5 FM or visit our website at yrka.org/Unicool Radio. Unicool Radio, education beyond barriers.
The best radio station in the world.
For the very best in music, information, entertainment, and education. Stay locked onto Unicool Radio International, 103.5 FM.
I will always love you how I do. Let go of a prayer for you, just a sweet word. The table is prepared for you. Wishing you Godspeed, glory. There will be mountains you won't move. Still, I'll always be there for you. How I do. I let go of my claim on you. It's a free world. You look down on where you came from sometimes, but you'll have this place to call on always.
For the very best in music, information, entertainment, and education. Stay locked onto Unicool Radio International, 103.5 FM.
I'll always love you until the time we die.
For the very best in music, information, entertainment, and education, stay locked onto Unicool Radio International, 103.5 FM.
Welcome back from that music break. Time check is 10 minutes past the hour of 9, and you're still tuned into Unico Radio International 103.5 FM Calabar across your state, Nigeria. And you still have your favorite voices live on radio. Vine Henshaw, that is myself, Sharon Antarita, and Obi Thompson right
Thank
here.
you.
And annoy me one more time. Just one.
Mwah.
That's your strike two. Strike three, you will see.
XOXO.
There'll be consequences. And right now, we're moving straight to the top story segment, and we're opening the phone lines because, based on popular demand, we need to open the phone lines for the top story segment. 0809 44444058. I'll take that again. 0809 44444058. You can send an SMS to that number, send a WhatsApp message to that same number, and we'll take it right here on the show. Whatever story interests you the most, you can call us and let's talk about it. Now, let's start with Cross River State. Cross River State releases first batch of youth empowerment beneficiaries. The Cross River State government has released the names of successful applicants for the first batch of its Youth Skills Acquisition Program and the 1 year Prince or 2 pre-degree scholarship program. The initiative under Governor Basio Choose People's First Agenda aims to equip young people with practical skills in areas such as digital marketing, robotics, artificial intelligence, agriculture, welding, electrical installation, fashion, hospitality, and entrepreneurship. Training begins Monday, 3rd of August 2026 across designated centers in Calabar, Ecom, and Ogoja, depending on each beneficiary's senatorial district. The government urged all shortlisted candidates to report to their assigned training centers with the required document, while those needing further clarification should contact the Ministry of Youth Development and Skills Acquisition or the Office of the Senior Special Assistant on Youth Development. What do we make out of this?
I just want to say big congratulations to those persons who were actually
Shortlisted. We have over 4,500 youths
Yeah,
that were
I
shortlisted
wanted
for
to
the
say
first
selected,
batch.
but since you used the word shortlisted, I think it's a welcome development. So it means the process was actually genuine for them to be shortlisted.
But how is it that we did not hear about
Empowerment.
the empowerment so far so good? Because for
You
things
wanted
like
to
this,
hear.
yes, you should hear for them to shortlist 4,500 people, right? There should have been news, around that.
Around,
Okay,
yeah.
there's
Okay.
an empowerment going on, and you should register so and so place. So I think the SSA, when she was here last time, the SSA on broadcast media
Yeah.
said something that such empowerment was coming. Right, we heard that it
Mm-hmm.
was coming, but when the process started, I don't think I heard when the process started.
When you have a lot of people to settle, when you have a lot of bills to settle, do you understand? Your neighbor will not know how much you're earning in a salary a month as your salary, right? So that's exactly what is happening between employment in Nigeria and many other empowerment, so-called empowerment by state governors and all of that. For me particularly, yeah, I am of the opinion that government, governors, in fact, our politicians should do empowerment, but to an extent, I feel it's just a free money they throw around. That is just waste of resources and all of that.
Well,
Just return back to the drawing board. Look, I don't
in
care
this case, I don't
whatever
think
a
they're giving out
governor does
money.
anything
They're not
and
giving out
whatever.
money.
So I think what is more important is reduce down the price of fuel, reduce down the price of electricity, reduce down the cost of living, and trust me, you will see Nigerians bringing out their talents and doing things willingly. Do you understand? Because if you return back to go and question at least 20%, who have actually been shortlisted, and ask them how did they got to this point. In fact, you hear the stories in between and you'll be shocked. So that's the reason why sometimes I just hear those things and it doesn't even intrigue me at all, because at the end of the day, yeah, there was this particular empowerment that a particular local government chairman actually organized. Before you know it, it was as if this one knows this and this person knows this person and this person knows, not as if it's something they throw out to Cross Riverians. There's this ID card that was introduced in Cross River State some years ago. I don't think it was either during the days of Donald or Lee Moke. It's called SmartGov. SmartGov was actually introduced so that I think I have a card, so that whenever there are things like this, you can easily be identified as a Cross Riverian for you to get to a certain opportunity and all of that. But along the way, the thing was just up until it died off. In fact, a lot of persons are not even aware that Cross Riverians, we had a card, an ID card, or a means of identification called SmartGov. Now, away from that, today empowerment will come out. You only see pictures that, oh, this is a number of persons collected a motorcycle or engine or palm oil or akara, to start 1 or 2 and all of that. But during the process, you will not hear anything. In fact, they won't post it in any WhatsApp platform. But before you know it, boom, they tell you 4,000. Where did you get all those numbers?
4,500.
Do you understand?
Across the
Over
18 local
4,000. So
government
if you
areas.
look at it, how did they start? How did the process start? Which channel did they use to be able to recruit? So it's all about, oh, the governors this, pass through this person, pass through appointees, bring in your people. And so it's still within the calibers of presence we're still talking about. Do you
But I feel
understand?
like when there's transparency in processes like this, it makes people more confident in the government.
That is
Because,
it.
like I said, I did not hear, and this is not me trying to come off as somebody who doesn't, listen or get
In fact,
information
they'll
and get
tell you
information on
they'll tell
time.
you it's because you are not in that platform. So all of us must be in that platform, right?
Mm.
So if all of us must be on that platform, then they should create a platform. Like I keep asking, it's just like the state, for instance. The state, they have the chief press secretary. I think there's a WhatsApp, a Facebook page or a social media page. If you go through those social media pages, you can only hear that, oh, the government wants to do this. But when that thing is kickstarting, you won't hear anything. They won't post anything. And the next thing they'll come and tell you, oh, this and them shortlisted. So
Now,
when did the process
I
start?
just thought about something else. If there can be a billboard saying, okay, there was an empowerment or the government empowered 4,000 people, why can't there be a billboard telling people that the government is about to empower so and so number of people?
Or
Or
Log
this
on
is
to
the link, or this is
this,
the link for registration,
and
or this is
register.
this,
Why
and
can't
all
why
of
can't we
that.
have something like that? Why is that? It's when it is over and they want to show us the statistics, they will now put a billboard. Why can't they put a billboard out there and say, okay, this empowerment is about to start. If you want to be part of it, call this number or log onto this website and register.
Well, they're
Sometimes
giving
I'm
us
just
the number.
That's why we have media publicity
Okay.
for a reason, right?
Mm.
And it's supposed to be that it's supposed to have been broadcasted, and it's supposed to have been heard in a lot of places. And this 4,000 sounds very, very
4,000. Don't
fishy.
remove the 500.
Oh,
Do not
4,000.
remove the 500.
500.
Yes,
It
across all
seems
18 local government
it
areas.
seems very fishy. And then also the training now,
Mm.
how are we sure that it will be intensive for a year? Because they are doing training in different places like
Yes, there's
AI, drone,
fashion, electrical
fabrication,
installation,
welding and fabrication,
agriculture.
all those things. Now,
Mm.
how are we sure that these people are going to be trained properly? And
Mm.
also be ensured the certification, and they can use the certification to enter into school and that place. It's something that I think the Federal Ministry of Works does in Lagos,
Mm.
where there's a training institute
Okay.
where you go for at least, I think it should be 11 months or so. You would go, they would teach you, you would choose what you want. You would choose whether you want to do plumbing, you want to do welding, if you want to do fabrication, you want to enter woodworks, furniture making and stuff like that. You would choose what you want to do.
Mm.
And then you sit down for the classes and everything. It's usually very intensive, and then they will certify you afterwards. And then most of the times they would do practicals in the
Mm.
exam, so that they will show that okay, they've done this thing. So I actually hope that that's how it rolls out, not the one that will come, write notes and stuff like that. They will do the way some lecturers handle their classes,
Mm.
where they will not even attend it, then they will give you certification, or they give you some amount of money and tell you, do
Mm.
this thing. Do you understand? So we want to see, growth from this part,
Mm.
where there's transparency in the teaching and training of these youths. Since let's say they actually deploy these youths, which is something that I don't even understand, because if I was trying to reason it while you were talking, if it wasn't broadcasted,
Mm.
maybe it was told through
Each
the
local
local
government.
government
Mm.
chairmen and everything,
Mm.
but they will still need a form of media.
Yeah.
It would have been posted at some point in time,
Mm.
actually, and it's supposed to either on a blog, on social media. It's will be sent to the state broadcast media. You understand? But we didn't hear anything like that. We didn't see anything like that. And then over 4,000. If you had even said we are
If you remove
trying
the
to,
500 again,
sorry,
we will get
over
wahala.
4,500, and we even like the funny thing is that if they said we are raising
Mm.
4,500,
Mm.
that one is different. But this one is
They've already gotten the
short
number
50.
and it's kickstarting today.
And I'm like, when did this one start?
Mm.
Why did we know about it? I was trying to reason the entire thing, because you will need a broadcast media to send all these things. You will need a blog, will definitely pick it up and say, oh, there's just deployment somewhere.
Mm.
After
Register
you
through
should
this
register
link.
and plug
Mm.
and stuff like that.
So-
But nothing was
So
done.
let's even take it this way. In sincerity, let's say 250 persons were taken from each local government. So I am just imagining a local government like Obanliku and
Mm.
Bekwara.
Mm.
So are they telling us that a good number of persons came from Obanliku or Bekwara, from that typical place down to Calabar?
I think they're
Or
going to
they'll be
have
coming-
centers
Okay,
there.
centers in
Yeah,
every
there are centers
local
there.
government,
So
yes.
let's hope that actually happens though.
Mm.
And then let's look at the empowerment behind all of this, because it's not after learning. After you go get money, go pay landlords how much, the current rate of houses and all
I think
of
it should
that,
be
or
grants
transportation.
for.
Yeah, the same thing I talked about. They would usually give them money
Mm.
in a month. Like I think it was 60,000 then, or 20,000. Give them money in a month for upkeep. In fact, they also have hostels where they stay too. So they usually have their accommodation. All they have to do is just fend for food or whatever. But they
Mm.
have their accommodation, and then they will give them monthly stipends to take care of themselves. I
Mm.
think that initiative was done. I was even surprised when I saw something like this happening. So not just to tell them, because I mean, a youth is already doing something. We want them
Mm.
to participate in the training program and everything. You want them to drop some things, because definitely the training like that will take the whole day. And
Mm.
be able to do any work again except it's online.
Okay.
Now you'd want them to do something, so you should at least provide a balance, a support
Mm.
for them. Otherwise, accommodation. Okay, we are building this set of houses for these people that are going to be here. It's going to be two per room.
Mm.
Share it, and then you house them there, and then also provide stipends also for their feeding and whatnot.
Well, I believe that one of these days we'll have the senior special assistant on to the governor on youth development at the show, so he can talk about this empowerment scheme extensively.
Sure. Sure.
Now, moving on, we have Cross River returnees from South Africa seek governor to support. Cross River indigents from South Africa, following xenophobic attacks, have appealed rather, to Governor Basio Chu for assistance to help them rebuild their lives. The returnees said many lost their businesses and sources of income and are seeking support through employment, skill acquisition, and business empowerment. Speaking on behalf of the group, Michael Ojiata from Bekwara local government area said they returned from Nigeria on July 9th as part of the fourth batch of evacuees. He disclosed that although they were informed they would receive a 250,000 naira federal government rehabilitation package, they are yet to receive it, apart from 100,000 naira provided by MTN Nigeria. The returnees also appealed to the Cross River States Diaspora Commission and Cross Riverians in Diaspora to support their reintegration, expressing hope that government intervention will help them become productive members of society once again. What do we make out of this?
Yeah, congratulations, man. There's no place like home. We say you need to come back home because South Africa is honestly not safe for other Africans, citizens, in that place because of their wickedness, their deliberate, wicked, inhuman nature that they possess, And then, like I used to say, if I be a governor, if I be a president, and something like this happened to my citizen outside of my town and all of that, well, trust me, you wouldn't find it funny. Honestly, you wouldn't find it funny, except that you do not have anything within that we could actually talk about. But if we go in direct talks, diplomatic means of, talking together in a round table, and if it fails, well, I think we're going to take it the same way you also take it, because these are human beings. You're not treating animals. Even animals, at some point in time, there are a lot of countries that you don't even slap an animal, else you go for it. But it's because, first of all, in our own country, we do not respect our citizens. Yeah, you see something, someone comes out to complain about the government, you still see human beings coming out to say you don't have any right to question the government. Meanwhile, that is your right to question the government for their inabilities to meet certain needs in the society, and also to return back. I think it's quite important for these not people that should even rather go to be begging the governor to actually look at their conditions. The government should deliberately know that these are people who are just like children, who have no way to go,
Yeah, they
nothing to
lost
even stand with,
businesses,
Yeah.
and all of
money,
that.
and all
So
of
they
that.
need government presence to stand on their feet, and a lot of states are actually doing that. So Cross River State would not be exempted from it. It's so good to see that a lot of Cross Rivers are actually in that part of the world, and they have survived all of this while living up to this point. So I think the government of Cross River State should rehabilitate them into the system, like this kind of empowerment now, give them that ample opportunity for them to start all over again, and then
Employ them
open
in
business, employ them in
ministries.
Yeah.
ministries and all of
Mm.
that based on certification. Okay, in fact, let me not talk about certification because we'll talk about that on the State of the Nation, though.
Well, at the end of the day, these people, these returnees, lost their businesses, their lives generally, their life savings rather, in the whole xenophobic attack, and they're back to Nigeria, Cross River State precisely, and it's the responsibility of the government to help them rebuild their lives through grants, empowerment, skill acquisition, job opportunities and stuff like that. So they can always, they can so that they can rebuild their lives and pick the pieces of their lives back together.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we cannot forsake them at this time. This is a very crucial time in their life. I don't think any of them planned that they're going to,
Come back, yeah.
come back to Nigeria without anything, no property, nothing. So it's it's up to the government to help them rebuild the pieces of their lives. Well, that's much can take on the top story segment. So going back to the music, when we come back, moving straight to the conversation of the day, and this is one conversation you do not want to miss. This is Levitating by Dua Lipa and Da Baby. Stay very close to your radio set. I'll be back before you know it.
Make them dance when they come on. Everybody looking for a dance to run on. If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy.
from that short music break. Time check is 32 minutes past the hour of 9, and it's still the morning bus show right here on Unico Radio International, 103.5 FM Calabar, across River State, Nigeria. But before we go into the conversation of the day, we just got a text message and we're going to read it out on the show. It says, "Good morning and happy new month to the wonderful humans behind the mic." Oh, that's so nice. And came from the female hostel hall 8. It's been amazing with you this morning. I haven't tuned in for long because of my exams, and I'm very happy to hear from you all this morning. Well, and Kim, we hope that you wrote your exams very well and you're going to pass with flying colors.
And you were not caught. You know, I mean, I'll tell you the truth now. Yeah, I know you now.
Obviously, she was not caught. If she was caught, she'll be sending this message now.
And because they would have seized her phone.
Thompson, give her a break, please. Now, she goes further to say, comments on the Cross River Youth Empowerment. It's a welcome development, and in as much as we implore the government to keep to what they have started, the applicants should also be intentional about the opportunity to make a better society by harnessing and implementing what they will learn, and not because they have applied and shortlisted through the normal I know who ways. They will mismanage the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
That's usually the end point of it, because I know who brought me in. After all,
because they're already there.
And a lot of them are just putting in the name, and then they will disappear. They will go into a total oblivion. How do they call that in Abi? And then come back a day they are going to give certification, and then
maybe grants,
and then return back that day to come and collect. And a lot of them are already applying for the skill they already have. You know how to bab, and you're still applying for that skill. So after you know it,
just give somebody else the opportunity.
Instead of you giving somebody else that opportunity, and you return back to your, creek, and then when it is time, you return back to get the grant. No, that's not it. That's not it.
Thank you very much, Kim, for contributing on the show.
Kim, that name sounds sweet. Kim.
Yes, it's mine.
Like
Igbo, it sounds mine.
I want to pronounce that in a very. Move on.
You want to what?
Shasha, you don't need to pronounce it.
No, I said the way I used to pronounce like Igbo names. It's sweet but funny way. I like the accent, so I'll try to.
And it's been a ride to
the way I'll try to pronounce the names the way the Igbo people normally sound.
You pronounce every other name the way it's supposed to be pronounced, except
what's your name?
Except the one.
My name is Sharon Antega Ita. I've said this.
I don't say your own name or like names in your.
Because
anyway, moving on.
It's been a while. I also heard from Rita from her age.
I
shout out to
you.
They
didn't seize your phone and that you're fine.
No, they did not. Maybe she's trying to recover. She's still writing it.
And many other callers from her 6.
We'll pass. Don't worry.
Okay, now moving on to the conversation of the day. So there's been a little rancor on social media between the SSA and Broadcast Media and content creator Koboko on social media, and it has been back and forth because of the Think Cross River or Cross River Comes First movement. We're going to play short audio clips, and after that we're going to come back to have the conversation, so stay with us.
You started posting this state because of the appointment they gave you. And now they invest and support and promote this state for the longest. And I'm not a psychopath like you. Now, Johnson work they do. This work what they do, you want me to see you say they work. Me, I they do it from my heart. And not be that part where they share, I don't share part, pay school fees, do scholarship with my salary, and they buy wheelchair to people. Humanity work and they do them. This same thing, even governor, they do every Valentine's Day, December, Christmas, paying for buses. I don't do them. Then you know, with my money, you understand? Everything I did for this state. Recently, the governor was trending. I had more than over 2 million views across all platforms. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Thread, Facebook. Go and check. More than 4 million views. Now me post them. Very dark Bible reposted the governor. People are commended the governor. Now me do am, not be you. You they do am for pay. Me I they do am because I feel it is right. If the governor I feel something goes wrong in a particular place, I'll call him out. God bless him for one of the video I saw him advising you guys. Criticism is not bad. Of which I've never even done too much of critics on the governor. I'll call out the body or the people I feel should attend to a particular thing. You understand me? And not be like you. And not be psychophant. Not be this, your 2, 3 likes. I'm not doing this, your tribal thing with you. I don't even identify with anywhere. I'm a Nigerian. Since you don't want to use your head, because I've seen people like Edem Darlington, Last Prophet, I've seen a lot of people in the government house, even general duty, and they see the way that they talk. These people, when they want to address issues, they know how to put it. Because you're in a state where you govern everybody, but you want them to think you're working, and you sometimes talk careless. Somebody said something about the governor. Instead of you to focus on that person, you always want people to think you're working. Where do they work? Which post? How many likes did you say they get? If they calculate all your likes since you started Facebook till today, you don't even reach likes so I don't get for one post. Who you be? Salary girl where you're not going to just do your work. Do your work. What is there? If they paid, if you're on payroll to project the state and stop looking for ways to cause division and problems. That's what you do. And when somebody call you out, you want to make it look like somebody indigent, this, non-indigent. Are you normal? Somebody like you will be just.
Okay, so that was Kaboko's video to the SSA on broadcast media, Thelma Benson, about tribalism and the whole indigent and non-indigent war, and she had this to say.
I want to ask you, Koboko, why are you so triggered? What is it that is triggering you? What is the thing that is making you every 2 minutes you make a post, every 2 seconds you do a video? Why are you triggered? What is the thing that I have said that you are so triggered about? In July last year, barely a few days after I was appointed as senior special assistant, which is not lethal, by the way, because I see the way you try to be lethal. It's not lethal. It is not. It's the salary of a cleaner. People have done it. It's not lethal. I'm very privileged in the thousands of people. I'm one of the persons who was singled out. Now, back to my question. Why are you triggered? In July last year, I had just gotten an appointment. I made a post, a singular post. It wasn't even a post that was written by me. I posted a post that came from the commissioner's office. You took to your page, made a video, called me all sorts. It was a Monday morning, I cannot forget. I came online, I was shocked. Why is Koboko doing this? And I made a video too. 1 year later, you are still on the issue. Go to my page. With my 10 likes, with my 2 likes, with my 3 likes, I am promoting the governor. Go to my page. There's nobody that can say, Thelma Benson is not doing her job. She's not promoting the activities of the governor. Go to my page and see. I'm promoting the activities of my principal. But in addition to that, I had made it my choice. And I said, listen, Cross River State belongs to Cross Riverians. The children's bread should not be given to strangers. While strangers live among us, the person that comes from Obanliku, Obudu, Bekwara, they are more Cross Riverian than anybody else. An opportunity will be on ground. They will not give it to an Obanliku man, a Yala man. They will give it to somebody that is not from Cross River State. And those people make money off Cross River State, take it to their various states and invest and build houses and build hotels. The reason why it has gotten to this point is because people were not speaking. And for this singular purpose, you have made me an enemy. You set me up for drugs yesterday, wrote all manner of things. Somebody came there and told you, the governor of Akwa Ibom State says civil service jobs should be given to Akwa Ibomites. You don't see anything wrong with that. Your response was that, we are Gen Zs. I'm not Gen Z. I'm millennial. I'm an old woman. We are Gen Zs. We're supposed to know better. Each strangers keep coming to Cross River State and taking the children's bread. By the time my children come, what will they have? What will they have? I mean, you make it look as if I'm so evil and so terrible for saying that Cross Riverians should come first in Cross River State.
Okay, so this was, the whole back and forth that went down during the weekend between the senior special assistant to the governor on broadcast media, Thelma Benson, and comedian Koboko. And it was, basically about the whole Cross River Fest thing. Cross Riverians must come first in Cross River State. And a lot of people have had a lot of things to say about, this whole thing, calling it tribalistic, calling it xenophobic, and a lot of things. I've actually seen a lot of comments, around this whole subject matter. But this morning we're asking a very, very A very simple question. That question is it considered tribalistic to say that cross-Riverians should come first in Cross River State? Is it considered tribalistic to say cross-Riverians should come first in Cross River State? Talk to us this morning, 0809 4444058. I'll take that again, 0809 4444058. You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, and we'll take it right here on the show. Is it considered tribalistic to say that cross-Riverians should come first in Cross River State? Because this has been the whole back and forth between Koboko and the senior special assistant to the governor on broadcast media about cross Riverians coming first in Cross River State. Now, if I'm able to get a particular memo, I'll read out that memo as soon as possible. But a few months ago, I can't remember the particular month, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Umoino, said that qualified Akwa Ibomites should be given priority for employment in state civil service and by companies operating in the state. Okay, we have a call right now. Hello, good morning.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Casey.
Yes, joining you this morning, Mr. Casey, the concerned citizen of the country.
Good morning,
morning.
Mr.
You're
Casey.
welcome.
Casey.
Yeah.
All right. Let me start by saying this. What catch my attention this morning is this. The retirees from the South Africa and also the tribalism that coming up for this state.
Okay.
You know, the whole saga of tribalism and sentiment. That is what I want to talk about this morning.
Okay.
Now, starting from the retirees from the South Africa, desperate situation needed a desperate answer, and that is number one. If we don't rise up to the challenges that we are facing, nobody can do it for us. If the South African president don't have the human face to address issues like this, it's obvious. So, and we cannot fold our arms to be watching and allow things to go wrong. Just like Mr. Thompson said, treat a human being like human being, not an animal. We are not an animal. We are very, very, in fact, if the country has to be the place that they respect the human dignity, the country, they put their country first. This issue would have been taken to the next stage. They wouldn't have allowed it to die off like this, the way it dying off. They're supposed to carry these people's finger and put for fire the way they put us, so that they know that fire is real. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, and it is very, very painful. Both the people that go to South Africa by using visa and the one that go there illegally, they are not claiming that they have investments. But that is not where the area I'm coming from. The thing is this. Now they have returns. The compensation, something they will be given to them. The home is so greener than abroad. Come back home and invest. Don't seek in greener pasture from neighboring country where there's none. You understand what I'm saying? You'll be more honor. They profit more honor from their home more than outside.
Okay, Mr. Casey, let's move on to the conversation of the day.
Okay. The conversation of the day is, by constitution, it provided that once you are a citizen of the country, there will be no segregation. By you paying your tax, doing your due diligence, and doing what your requirement of you by the government, we are one. We are one Nigeria. There is not supposed to be segregation. In fact, when I pay my tax, I'm not paying tax because I'm from this so and so state. I'm paying tax because I'm one Nigeria. It's what they require of me to do so. You understand what I'm saying? And when the benefit of it comes, there shouldn't be you from this. They put this in for first. They put this. No, it shouldn't come in. Because by so doing, it's a tribalism and sentiment you are practicing. Nothing but that. So allow the level playing ground to thrive in a state and a country like ours. Thank you. That is what I want to
All right. Thank you very
Thank you,
much,
Mr.
Mr.
Casey.
Casey.
Okay.
0809-4444-058. I'll take that again. 0809-4444-058. Now, let me take your minds back. A few months ago, Governor Moino of Akwa Ibom State said that qualified Akwa Ibom indigents should be given priority for employment in the state's civil service and by companies operating in the state. He also said that the era of bringing people from outside the states to fill positions that qualified Akwa Ibomites can handle should end. But now, coming back to Cross River State, there's been this movement that Cross Riverian should come first in Cross River State.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are against it, saying that it's tribalistic.
Or don't you
So we're
think?
asking this question: is it tribalistic to say that Cross Riverian should come first in Cross River State?
Or don't you think that it's actually moving against governor's the governor's mantra, people first? He didn't say Cross River first. He said Cross River and people in Cross River
Cross
first. He said
Riverians.
people first. Do you understand? I understand if the think Cross River thing, but I feel like there's a fine line between having your people in mind and being tribalistic. If I apply
The underlining word there is priority. Nobody is saying that. I'm sorry to cut you. Nobody's
Yeah.
saying that you should sideline people from other tribes or other states. The word there is priority. Prioritizing Cross Riverians in Cross River State.
what they kept implying by that thing, creating a scenario now is okay. We have work in the states now. We have work in civil service. Yes, that's what I want to say. In civil service now, because I want to think Cross River, or because I want to prioritize Cross Riverians first. If an Igbo man, for example, or Yoruba man, or Hausa man, or somebody from TIV comes and wants to apply for the same position, he's the one available. He's qualified for the position, but you would push him aside.
No, that's not the explanation. The explanation there is if both of them are qualified, a Cross Riverian is qualified and somebody from another state is qualified,
They
the
will
person
pick-
in Cross River should be prioritized in Cross River. That is the concept. Not that the person in the Cross Riverian is less
see-
qualified.
You see, for me, it's just very simple. It's just very simple. I used to say that it's always. I love Buhari so much. He said from top to bottom. It's simple. Buhari have made it clear from top to bottom. There is this recruitment is ongoing, right? And you say Cross River State, Akwa Ibom State, and you put it based on what states, right? So each state has its own quota. So it means they'll have to prioritize the state. They didn't say Nigerians. In fact, if I be the president, we will take away this matter of states and whatever it is. Apply. So long as you're a Nigerian, you're eligible to apply, right? So let's return back to the state. If I be a governor, trust me, I'll prioritize my people first. Look at the statement the governor of Akwa Ibom State made. He said qualify. So it is only when we do not see qualified people that will bring in other people. Let's take United States of America, for instance. Canada, Germany, all of these countries. Most persons working there literally are not citizens of this country, but they are Africans.
And they are qualified.
They are qualified. That is it. So we come here, seek for and run over there because here we are not respected. We are not given those privileges. And so we go over there to do. So if I be a governor, I don't care what people will say. I'm going to protect. It's just like what the Bible says. You have a moth in your eyes, but no, hold that fool. You leave it there and go and pick somebody's own. It is absolutely wrong. It is absolutely wrong. In fact, in the University of Calabar, for instance, when admission comes, because this university or this institution is situated in Cross River State, they prioritize Cross Riverians first.
Just like
Forget about it. It's a federal institution.
Let's move away from Cross River State, right? Let me speak to Sharon. You grew up in Lagos, right? You are very familiar with the Lagos environment.
In Lagos, my brother was
Exactly. In Unilag, you won't go me.
Exactly. So that's what we are saying.
So there's nothing wrong with what we are saying, right?
I feel that people still call it tribalism at the same
I don't think
time.
that's tribalism.
And
That's just prioritizing your people
See,
first.
that's what is legit going through my mind at this point in time. Now, where do we draw the line?
It gets so bad that even when you want to rent a house in Lagos, if you're not a Lagosian or if you're not from the
That is
west,
what is trending
you're not
now.
given an
I feel
apartment.
like this is everywhere at this point in time. Like you feel your brother more than any other person.
Exactly. Priority, not that. Not the other
Where
person.
will we draw the line between prioritizing our brother and being tribalistic?
Okay.
That's the sense of the
Now
conversation.
let me tell you where you draw the line.
Being
Tribalistic is when you give somebody who is unqualified, because that person is your brother. That is you being tribalistic. But when your brother is qualified and another person is qualified, you are prioritizing your brother because he is your brother and he's qualified. When he's not qualified and you still give him the opportunity, then you're being tribalistic, because the only factor there is because you guys are from the same state or something.
But picking from what Mr. Casey said now, you want me to pay tax, you want me to pay rent, you want me to pay for the amenities in Cross River State, but you want to prioritize your people first. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you would in a state that is not mine, I just came here for maybe business or something. You're telling me you want to prioritize your people.
So now you came for business.
But okay? Let me change it to living there now.
Let's not even go there. If you go to Crutech, non-indigenous pay different, right?
Yeah,
pay different. It's simple.
Just like every other state
non-indigenous
university.
pay higher.
No,
than
lower.
indigenous.
Lower.
Non-indigenous pay lower.
Yes, they pay lower.
Yeah.
Sorry, non-indigenous pay higher than indigenous. Yeah.
So now I'm saying now is that you want the non-indigenous to pay tax, you want the non-indigenous to do different things the same way in Cross River State, but you want to prioritize cross variants for jobs and everything. So I don't know, it's contrasting, and I can't get it off my head.
No. You just said
something
like
about
this thing that Donald Trump is doing. I love it so much. I love Donald Trump with all the energies of my heart. So everything. I love it. He said American first. American first means he's prioritizing American citizens. Look, it doesn't matter how, if you see what is happening in Iran today as we speak, they don't mind putting all the B-2s they have, all the spirit bombers they have, just to rescue a dead civilian, not to talk about a military officer. Do you understand? That's what it means to prioritize your citizens first. And he said, Africans, go back to your country and fix your country. You can imagine an entire country like this. We don't have a facility where I don't want to say a common counselor, but a counselor can actually make use of. Every time you hear the president is going for a leave, meanwhile he's going for a medication. Every time the governor has gone for a leave, he has gone for. Can't we have it here? So that is it. When you don't prioritize your people, when you don't prioritize the place, that is the problem. That's always.
I still have a very huge issue with this entire topic. Like I can't get
but
it.
You
like,
have
I'm not
based in Lagos. You're supposed
enough.
to be convinced that this is, in fact,
We
the current
call that thing
president
in
of
Lagos
Nigeria when he was.
tribalism. We call it tribalism in Lagos. That's what it's called.
That is
I've
tribalism.
told you where we draw the line
this,
between tribalism and priority.
Yeah.
Right now, Sharon, let's bring it home. Let's bring it home now. You want to employ somebody in your organization, and your brother, I've forgotten his name, but your brother is qualified for that role, and Thompson is also qualified for that role. Both of us come and we ace the interview. Who are you picking?
My brother.
Why?
He's also qualified.
That's what I'm saying. That is what we are saying. You see, we're trying to differentiate tribalism and priority. Now, let's say both your brother and Thompson come for that same interview. Your brother is less qualified than Thompson, and you pick your brother. What do you call that?
I'm being tribalistic and unfair.
Yeah. So in this situation,
I'm talking of the one where you say you prioritize cross variants, and then you still want, and then you don't.
You're not prioritizing cross variants in Akwa Ibom. You're not prioritizing cross variants in Lagos. You're prioritizing cross variants in Cross River
State.
Anyway, let's take a few comments before we wrap up. This one says, prioritizing Cross River State indigenous in opportunities within the state is crucial for promoting economic growth, social advancement, and cultural preservation. It is not discriminatory, but rather a way to empower the state's own people and ensure the benefit from valuable resources and opportunities. This is from Kepi Ikmeyong. Another comment here says, I just can't believe that in 2026, this is from Imor Etam, I can't just believe in 2026, people are still making arguments like this. They are really saying that if a non-indigen is the most qualified candidate and an indigene is less qualified, the position should still be given to the indigene simply because they are from Cross River State. That is not the concept.
That's not the concept.
I honestly think comments like this only creates unnecessary division between Cross River and Akwa Ibom people. We have many people from Akwa Ibom who have lived, worked, and contributed to Cross River State for years. This kind of thinking is dangerous. It promotes division instead of unity and merit. We've seen how similar sentiments have fueled xenophobia and discrimination in other places, such as South Africa, we shouldn't encourage that mentality here. Now, the thing is, I will keep saying and reiterating this. If an indigene is qualified and somebody from a non-indigene is also qualified, it's very simple. That opportunity is in Cross River State. It should be given to an indigene because the person is qualified. When the person is not qualified and you still give it to the person, there is a problem.
Charity begins at home. I have with this conversation.
Charity begins
the
at
common
home.
man would hear think Cross River and this concept now and think